difference between marriage and life partnerships. There's a wide misconception that couples living in a same-sex or heterosexual relationship for an extended period of time results in a common law marriage, where both parties then have equal protection under the law. However, South Africa only regulates marriages contracted by means of civil law. Spouses in a civil marriage automatically has rights, remedies and benefits in terms of the Marriages Act, the Maintenance of Surviving Spouses Act, the Matrimonial Property Act and the Divorce Act. Life partnerships, often also referred to as cohabitation, living together, domestic partnerships or common law marriages, have the same kind of commitment than a marriage, but differ from it as there is no recognition under South African law under any legislation for the protection of these couples' rights. Although a court can determine whether an express or implied life partnership exists, it becomes problematic when it requires to determine whether obligations exist between these partners during the partnership and especially when such a partnership is terminated. Life partnerships often involves proprietary consequences as do a marriage. The difference is, however, that there is no legal backing for the enforcement of these proprietary consequences when the relationship is terminated, either by the relationship coming to an end or by death. The law does, however, provide couples with some form of protection by allowing them to enter into an agreement and recording in writing their relationship and its legal and proprietary consequences. Life partners can choose from two types of contracts, being a universal partnership or a life partnership agreement. A universal partnership agreement requires to meet certain criteria, being the following. Both parties should bring something to the partnership or bind themselves to bring something to the partnership in future. The partnership must be for the benefit of both parties and with the sole aim of making a profit. Finally, the agreement cannot contain any provisions which are illegal or immoral. Universal partnership allows a couple to regulate the proprietary consequences of their relationship, especially where assets form part of this relationship. The agreement can also deal with the division of assets proportionately as well as the sharing of profits proportionately. In the case of death, a universal partnership agreement does not provide the surviving partner with any protection in the case of an intestate estate or where no provision has been made between the couple for bequests. A life partnership agreement provides some protection to a couple that does not meet the criteria for a universal partnership agreement. A life partnership agreement, also commonly referred to as a domestic partnership, allows a couple to create and regulate a reciprocal duty of support and maintenance, as well as regulate proprietary consequences of the relationship in general. Aspects commonly featured in such an agreement are post-separation maintenance, the division of assets acquired during the relationship, and assets acquired prior to the relationship. The agreement can also make provision for the partnership to be dissolved, thus terminating the agreement. It is important to note that where children are born out of wedlock between parties, the Children's Act will still apply in regulating the parents' parental rights and responsibilities, irrespective of any provisions that may be contained in the life partnership or universal partnership agreement regulating the rights between parents in respect of minor children. For more information on this topic, please contact Moya Rousseau at Gryvenstein's Attorneys.